Hello there, guys. Hi, Dr. Craig Hindson, Loving Life Chiropractic, and on tonight's show, Confessions of a Chiropractor. I am the chiropractor confessing, okay? I got some serious stuff to cover with you, okay? So throughout the stream, if you want to make a comment, just hit it down there below. If you have any questions, throw them down there below. It's always good to see people on the channel. I will call you, shout you all out. It's always nice to see you. And we do have a particular format today, although our main subject is Confessions of a Chiropractor. And I am, of course, delighted to share these confessions with you. Okay, it's top stuff. Okay, but what you will get out of this stream today, you'll learn how to have better energy. You'll learn how to break some bad habits without feeling bad, without feeling that you need to go to confession. If you have any questions throughout the stream, just pop them in the comments. It's always nice to see them. It gives me that extra energy to deliver even more value to you. Okay, so yeah, so let's get going. So what is my confession? First of all, I need to share something with you, something deep and dark. It's to do with a pyramid. It's a pyramid I invented many years ago. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Here it is, guys. Here is, well, that's a temple. But here is the pyramid. There it is. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. That's the pyramid we're talking about now. I'd like to blow it up, but I think I'm going to lose myself. Yeah, I can't see myself. I have no idea if you can see me. If you can't see me, put a shout in the comments there. I am actually going to minimize this if I can. Ooh, let's see if we can get out. Boop. There we go. So I can minimize in and out of there. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this. I'm going to make this very wee. I'm going to make this very wee. Okay. So I'm just going to keep the PowerPoint there. So I know I can see you and you guys can see me. Okay. So my confessions revolve around this pyramid. And at the very bottom of the pyramid, we have adjustments in rhythm. Now, adjustments is what I do as a chiropractor. It is the secret sauce. So I put my hands on many, many, many people. So you would think that I would have lots of confessions to make, and I do, but not necessarily about that. So the adjustment, I confess that I've seen pseudo miracles in my office. I confess that. What a normal person would call a miracle, but because of the information that I have, it isn't necessarily a miracle, apart from the fact that the human body and its ability to heal and do 2 billion things every single second. Now, that is indeed a miracle. Okay, so we start with adjustments in rhythm. You can see there are adjustments in rhythm. Okay, so we adjust. After a period of time, we get spinal hygiene exercises. So these very simple habits that I want to encourage in people, because by looking after your spinal hygiene, it's like brushing your teeth was. Like, for example, 400 years ago, nobody brushed their teeth. Okay, so people's teeth fell out at 20 or 30 and you had wooden teeth, which wasn't ideal. But now in the 21st century, hardly anybody looks after their spinal hygiene. So in other words, their spines are aging much faster than they should do, much more prematurely. So rather than having a healthy, upright spine at the age of 40, 50, 60, people have got spines that are 20, 30 years older than they should be. So just by doing some simple movements, we can start to help you regenerate and hold deterioration in the spine. Okay, and then the third level we have are the 4 pillars of health. Okay, so we're talking about loving motion, loving food, loving thought, and loving rest. Great news is tomorrow, which is the 25th of May 2023, tomorrow we have the loving motion workshop. Okay, so that's the first one of our 4 workshops. So if you want to join us, just contact Marissa at the front desk if you're a member of the team. If you're not, put a comment down below, but it needs to be before that date. If you want to join us, we are online for the Loving Motion workshop, where I'm going to teach you how to have more energy, to not be so stiff and achy when you get out of bed. I'm going to give you some habits that you can use for your life to help you do what you love for longer, whether that's playing touch rugby, playing full contact rugby, playing hockey. I'm going to help you do that for longer, okay? Because that is my mission. And that is under the 4 pillars of health. And I will be honest, it is the 4 pillars of health with which I have a confession to make. Okay, so we get our loving life pyramid going better. The positive that causes positive impressions on the nerve system, improves the function of the nerve system. The nerve system comes back into balance. Okay, that means that the signals going to the muscles now are fuller, and they approach more like 100% of the signal they should be getting. So the muscles are working better. The muscles are in balance. Then the asymmetry in the structure is now being corrected more accurately by the muscle system. And if we can get people to hold this situation for months, weeks, years, and in some cases tens of years, it allows this magic to happen here. And this magic, this miracle, is the miracle of healing that happens in your body, especially when it is in balance. So for example, if you had no car and the wheels were knocked out of balance because you hit a few curbs, but you want to change the tires, you put on beautiful new tires, but you didn't do anything to change the balance in the car, then over 6 months' time, those tires will be wrecked. Okay, they'd be worn on one side, there'd be a mess. Now, what you needed to do was rebalance everything. Now, if you had a set of tires that regrew material, regrew tire tread, regrew the rubber back to the original state or close to the original state, you'd be a multi-millionaire. Okay, it doesn't exist, and yet your body regrows itself all the time. So all the damaged joints regrow themselves, the damaged muscle regrows itself. And if you're in a state of balance, if your body's in a state of balance, things like knee joints, hip joints, ankle joints, they are much more readily able to heal and repair themselves. Okay, so this image here on the left, your left, I love that. Once we've got that, then obviously we got more positive, we've got more pressure off the nerve system as these channels open up. As you move better, the discs are able to regenerate themselves. As the discs regenerate themselves, the nerve channels where the nerves come from actually open up. Okay, which allows these nerve signals to flow because they are less impeded by pressure around them, the surrounding tissue. Okay, and then this leads to more nerve improvements, more muscle improvements, more structural improvements. So we have this positive feedback cycle rather than a negative feedback cycle. Okay, guys, so that is just the intro of what my confessions are. I'm getting to those confessions very shortly, very shortly. Okay, and this is the journey people go on. Initial intensive care is where people start. That's where we stop the damage. We start to reverse the damage. We start our spinal hygiene exercises. As we get to corrective care, we carry on with more advanced spinal hygiene exercises. By this stage, a couple of months in, people should have witnessed or come to some of the workshops. Rewinding there to the 4 pillars of health, there are 4 workshops I mentioned. There is one tomorrow night. So if you're interested in that, either contact Marissa at the front desk. Our phone number is in the description, or put a comment down below. To be honest, I might not see that comment. So just contact us through the website or ring us in the office. Just search for Loving Life Chiropractic Ottawa if you're interested to come on our online workshop, which is Loving Motion. Okay. We already covered that. Boop, 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 boop. So this is the 4 pillars of health. Okay, this is the top of the pyramid. There are 4 things, 4 sets of activities you can do on a day-to-day basis, which is going to massively improve your health. Okay, so that's loving food, loving thought, loving rest, and loving motion. If you apply highly efficient strategy and tactics in these areas, you can get a massive improvement in energy, a massive improvement in your motion. Okay, so much so that you will be amazed that A, no one's ever told you about this sort of stuff before, and B, frankly, I was a little frustrated that no one had told me about it before as well when I did find out. So it's very, very simple. Okay, now these are the areas. This is loving food, loving motion, loving rest, and loving thought. Okay, but these pillars all stand on a foundation. And the foundation is what is my bread and butter. The foundation is removing interference from the central nerve system. Okay. And in this case, we talk about loving power, the power being the electrical power from the nerve system. And you know, 200 years ago, no one knew anything about the nerve system. In 200 years' time, we're going to discover a whole host of other systems that play into the health of a human being, which we are completely ignorant of at this stage. So I know under loving power, there's more than just the kind of bare bones electrical side. I'm sure there's a lot of electromagnetic stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot of other systems at play, you know, communication through the fascia, which is the interconnecting fascia, the interconnecting material that connects the nerves and the organs. Okay? Right. Now to my confessions that you've been waiting for. Forgive me, for I have sinned. So there are 4 challenges. This is the mother of all challenges. Okay? All 4 challenges I've designed. So when you do the workshop, you have the information. Now, a lot of people say information is power. No, information is not power. Information and knowledge are not power. Knowledge and information put into action are power, okay? And the only way you can put it into action is A, to have the tools, and at the end of the workshop, I supply you with the tools, okay? And then I give you a challenge. Now, tomorrow we have the Loving Motion workshop. So at the end of that, you have the Loving Motion challenge. And it's a series, it's challenging you, if you wish to take up the challenge, to spend 30 to 60 days integrating healthy habits into your life. If you take up the challenge, guess what? You get gifted the 600 challenge t-shirt. Okay, we've got it in 2 different colors, but this is the blue one, and this is the aim. It's to help you do what you love for longer. That's why you do the challenge, and you get a nifty t-shirt, and you feel better about yourself, and you have more energy. Okay, and you educate yourself, because now you know a little bit how to apply these healthy habits, not just talk about them. Okay. Now, my confession is the loving mother of all challenges, mother of all challenges, or MOAC. Okay, so I have been doing it pretty religiously, and if you're on our private Facebook group, go there. I'm going to post this in all its glory in our private Facebook group. So the things that you have to do, there are 3 things that are mandatory. No snacks and a protein. So no snacks between meals, and a protein shake instead of a meal. 30 minutes of hard motion every day. Well, not every day, just every day you eat food. Okay. No bread, pasta, potatoes, or gluten. That's 3 mandatory aspects you've got to do. So no bread, no pasta, no potatoes, no gluten. Okay. So I've done 5 out of 7 days. You have to complete those mandatory challenges. Okay. You also get points. So you've got to complete these first 3 and you get points. So 3 points for doing it, no points for not doing it. If you do 2 workout sessions, you do 60 minutes or 2 30-minute sessions, you get 6 points. Okay. So that is the eating side of it. No computer or phone 1 to 2 hours before bed. So that's the brain side of it. No caffeine. Again, that's just part of cleansing. And 7 to 9 hours sleep. Now, the thing is, these last 3, they're not mandatory, but obviously if you don't do them, you don't get the points. If you don't get the points, you need to get 15 points every single day of a maximum of, I think it's 21 is the actual maximum. It may actually be 22, 23. So you need to get 15. My confession, I didn't put dairy on here. So I've been eating a bunch of dairy. Not a bunch, actually, that's a lie. It's not a bunch. I have been having milk in my tea because I'm an avid tea drinker. And this is the big confession. My wife and daughter came back from England. They'd been away for 2 weeks and they brought me clotted cream. Clotted cream is like butter, but it's made of cream, pure cream. It's like a block of cream and you spread it on stuff. So I've been eating dates covered in clotted cream because I can't have scones. Usually I have it on scones with a cup of tea. So I weighed 190.4 when I started the challenge. Now, the last time I did this challenge, within 30 days, I'd lost 6 pounds pretty easily. I'm still at 187. So I've lost 3 pounds, which frankly isn't much. And I do this just, I'm consistent in what I'm wearing when I do weigh myself. So I've decided for the rest of the month to cut out dairy. Okay. And when I redo the Loving Mother of All Challenges, when I republish it, I'm going to put a thing in there, no dairy, 3 points. So that's my big thing. Okay, that is my big thing. Now, if you have any questions, guys, pop them in the comments, the live chat as we're going now. Just fire them in. I can't see how many people are in the live chat. I just haven't quite worked it out yet. And okay, looks like I'm going. Actually, I'm going to have to. So yeah, pop your comments in the live chat. Okay, so if you, so pop your comments in the live chat. If you've missed the live stream, put them down below in the comments, okay? And I will circle back and answer them. I actually get a notification when you put a question in, and give me a thumbs up. Now, the really important thing about this stream is I'm going to repeat it. I'm actually going to practice it so I'm a bit smoother next time. And we're going to do a live stream every Monday at 7:30. I think it's going to have to be 7:30 because when we have new patients in, it kind of moves out. I will announce it on our Twitter page, which we have a Twitter page for Loving Life Chiro. I'm also going to send an email out just before the stream. And I will be doing a frequently asked questions session at the end. And in fact, one of the, I need to do a bit more prep for this. I need to make sure I get the right frequently asked questions. And also just fire your questions down below. And in the meantime, hit the like if you've enjoyed this. If you haven't enjoyed it, hit the dislike, okay? Share it on your Twitter, or whatever it is that you use, social media. Get it shared out there. The reason being is there are people out there. I'll be sharing information here that people in the community are dying to hear, literally dying to hear. I've got a lot of cool information on migraines coming through. I've done a lot of research, or I'm doing a lot of research at the moment. I hope to take that possibly to a local university and get that extended a little bit more. And we're getting crazy good results with people with headaches and migraines. I mean, crazy good. So share the information I'll be sharing in the future. Share the YouTube channel on the Dr. Craig Hindson YouTube channel. There is a ton of information about migraines and headaches. There are releases. There are stretches you can do. Also for sciatic nerve pain, for upper neck pain. And on our wellness channel, the Loving Life Pyramid, we have got a ton of information and recipes for things like protein balls and green juice, which is really great stuff to help you in these loving food challenges or in the mother of all challenge. Okay. So anyway, guys, with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of health. I know that you know that I'm here to help you and your family do what you love for longer. So with that, I'll bid you good night, good morning, good afternoon. Dr. Craig, out.